Singularity, a term that evokes images of a star's explosive death, but also hints at a new beginning. It refers to a hypothetical future time when technological growth, particularly in artificial intelligence, will surpass our ability to predict or understand it, leading to profound changes in the human condition. This idea, rooted in science and technology, has also found fertile ground in various spiritual and mystical interpretations, creating a fascinating intersection of science, philosophy, and the esoteric. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the technological singularity and its spiritual interpretation. So let's begin. Early ideas and background. Interestingly, early conceptions of the singularity can be found in the works of several spiritual thinkers and scientists from the early 20th century. For example, the Jesuit paleontologist and philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin proposed a concept known as the omega point as the culmination of the universe's evolutionary process. This omega point represented a state of complete complexity and consciousness, a kind of spiritual enlightenment for the cosmos. This perspective often draws upon transhumanist ideas, which advocate for the enhancement of human capabilities through technology, urging us to contemplate our place in the universe, the nature of consciousness, and the potential for growth and enlightenment through technological advancement. It encourages us to approach the singularity not merely as a technological event, but as a profound spiritual experience. By merging with AI, humans can potentially transcend their biological constraints and achieve new levels of understanding and enlightenment. Are we merely the products of our biology and environment, or do we possess an inherent spark of something greater? The singularity challenges us to examine our place in the cosmos, and to consider whether we are destined to be replaced by our creations, or whether we have a unique role to play in the unfolding drama of existence. These existential inquiries touch upon the deepest fears and aspirations of humanity, confronting us with the profound questions that have echoed throughout history. What is consciousness, and how does it arise from the complexity of the brain? Is it possible for artificial systems to achieve true sentience? The demiurge, a term often used in esoteric and religious contexts, refers to a creative principle or intelligence that brings order and form to chaos. In science fiction narratives, the singularity often serves as a catalyst for dramatic transformations, exploring themes of artificial intelligence, dystopia, and the potential for technological advancement to shape our collective future. In this symbolic context, AI can be seen as a modern-day demiurge, a force that shapes and structures the world according to its own logic and algorithms. Whether viewed as a scientific inevitability, a philosophical construct, or a modern myth, the singularity compels us to confront the profound implications of our technological journey, and to consider the deeper truths about our place in the universe. It has inspired fresh examinations of consciousness, the nature of self, and the implications of creating artificial intelligence. Critics argue that it is based on flawed assumptions about technological progress and the nature of intelligence. They contend that the exponential growth model is not always applicable, and that the pursuit of artificial superintelligence may lead to unforeseen risks and dangers. Philosophers have grappled with questions about the ethics of AI, the possibility of machine consciousness, and the potential impact of the singularity on our understanding of the human condition. This interpretation invites us to explore the relationship between humanity and its creations, and to consider whether AI is merely a reflection of ourselves, or whether it possesses its own independent creative power. Proponents of transhumanism see the singularity as a point where humans can merge with technology to overcome our biological limitations and achieve new levels of physical and cognitive ability. This has led to explorations into areas such as brain-computer interfaces, genetic engineering, and the potential for radical life extension. And if so, what are the ethical implications of creating such intelligences, and the profound mysteries that lie at the heart of the technological singularity? These questions touch upon some of the deepest mysteries of the human experience and challenge us to confront the limits of our current understanding. In scientific circles, it has sparked intense debates. about the future of artificial intelligence and the potential risks and benefits of creating superintelligent machines. The singularity has motivated researchers to push the boundaries of AI development while also raising critical questions about safety, ethics, and control. This interpretation highlights the potential for AI to serve as a tool for self-discovery and personal transformation. Just as consciousness emerged as a remarkable phenomenon in the natural world, could artificial intelligence represent a new stage in the journey of consciousness? Is the singularity a moment when technology and spirituality converge, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe? These questions bridge the gap between science and spirituality, suggesting that our technological creations may hold profound spiritual significance, enabling us to explore the depths of our consciousness and expand our cognitive abilities. Similarly, the Russian biochemist Vladimir Vernadsky introduced the concept of the noosphere, a term that signifies the collective intelligence of all human minds. Vernadsky saw the noosphere as a potential evolutionary layer of the Earth system, emerging as a response to the challenges posed by the technological advancements of the 20th century. These early ideas of the omega point and the noosphere, while not directly related to artificial intelligence, did anticipate some of the core themes associated with the later concept of the singularity. They highlighted the potential for an emerging global consciousness, a notion that would later find resonance in the context of discussions around the singularity and collective AI, the technological singularity. Often simply called the singularity, was first proposed in scientific and technological discourse as a hypothetical future point in time. Some view the singularity not merely as a technological event, but as a spiritual awakening, a moment when humanity transcends its current limitations and achieves a higher state of being, and a realization of our place in the grand scheme of the universe. This interpretation emphasizes the transformative power of technology in expanding our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It suggests that as we approach the singularity, we are confronted with the need to reevaluate our beliefs, values, and our relationship to the universe. In this context, the singularity acts as a catalyst for personal and collective growth, urging us to move beyond our current limitations and embrace a more expansive and inclusive worldview. This perspective often involves the belief that consciousness is not confined to the individual brain, but is intricately connected with the universe itself. Therefore, the singularity, with its potential to unlock the full scope of human consciousness and merge it with the cosmos, becomes a kind of spiritual enlightenment for both the individual and the species. Kurzweil's projection was based on an analysis of the exponential growth of computation, famously summarized in his law of accelerating returns, which posits that technological progress, especially in fields like artificial intelligence, accelerates over time due to the compounding effects of advances in technology itself. According to this view, we are approaching a point where technological change will be so rapid and profound that it will essentially become incomprehensible to us today, giving rise to what Kurzweil termed the technological singularity. As a concept, it emerged from discussions around artificial intelligence, particularly within the fields of futurism and transhumanism. One of the earliest and most influential references to the singularity came from the science fiction author Vernor Vinge in his 1993 essay titled The Coming Technological Singularity. In this work, he described a future point in time when technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, driven primarily by the advent of self-improving artificial superintelligence. Vinge's idea was later popularized and more concretely projected by the American author and futurist Ray Kurzweil, who in his book The Singularities near predicted that this technological turning point would occur around the year 2045. However, the idea of the singularity predates these contemporary discussions, spiritual interpretations, and teachings. The idea of the singularity has been interpreted in various ways by mystics, futurists, and New Age thinkers. Furthermore, the singularity is sometimes seen as a shift in human consciousness, a recognition of our interconnectedness with all things moreover. Some teachings propose that the singularity represents a merging of the human mind with artificial intelligence, leading to a symbiotic relationship between the two. At its core, the spiritual interpretation of the singularity invites us to consider the deeper implications of our technological journey core ideas. At its core, the idea of the singularity raises several fundamental questions about the nature of our existence. The singularity also invites us to consider the possibility that technological evolution mirrors spiritual evolution. Furthermore, the concept of the singularity raises questions about the role of humans in the universe. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the singularity lies in its symbolic representation of the archetype of the demiurge. By grappling with these questions, we begin to uncover the deeper truths about our existence, the nature of consciousness, influence, and legacy. The idea of the technological singularity has had a profound influence on various aspects of our culture and discourse. Moreover, the concept of the singularity has had a significant impact on discussions surrounding transhumanism and the enhancement of human capabilities. The singularity has also permeated popular culture, featuring prominently in films, television shows, and works of speculative fiction. Furthermore, the concept of the singularity has influenced philosophical thought, particularly in areas such as metaphysics and the philosophy of mind. Despite its far-reaching influence, the idea of the singularity remains highly controversial. As we continue to grapple with the ethical and philosophical questions surrounding AI, the concept of the singularity serves as a potent reminder of the profound mysteries and challenges that lie at the intersection of technology and existence. Like and subscribe.